WXII 12 News at 6 starts right now.
With this one, they called and were like, "You're leaving."
Yeah.
And it was more so a shock.
Deployed with very little notice, Brandon Bates speaks to a military wife in Fort Bragg about raising her daughter alone.
Plus, more calls for revenge as tensions rise in the Middle East, what President Trump is now threatening to do to Iran. But first, we are starting off at home. Sleet, snow, freezing rain, wintry mix. They're the big buzzwords right now for sure.
Absolutely, but who could actually see any of that, if any at all? Chief Meteorologist Lainey Pope is here with answers. Lainey.
Yeah, you look outside right now and you will see the sunshine that has been over the mountains and the foothills in Triad for that matter today. The view of Ennis is green grass and blue sky today, but there may be a light coating of snow in our mountains by early tomorrow. Now, temperatures right now are well above freezing, so we definitely need to cool down. You've got 42 right now nearby Sparta with a northwest wind, incredibly dry air with dew points that are down in the teens, so we have to overcome that as well. Our temperatures in the Triad are close to 50 degrees right now. We've had some highs in the 60s down farther to the south. Our storm system is well to the south and west of us, so we are clearing skies out there with that front off to the east, but we do have a winter weather advisory that is in effect, and it is for our mountain communities. It starts with Sparta as well as Stewart, up to Hillsville, Galax, Independence, Boone, Jefferson. All of these communities are under a winter weather advisory, and that is for a mixture of mostly snow, maybe with a little bit of sleet by early tomorrow, and some of that will be accumulating, and that means there will likely be some slippery travel, especially tomorrow morning. I got to tell you, the storm system that's bringing this moisture is not impressive at all here to look at, because you should see a lot of clouds and precipitation. It's just not there right now. There's very limited moisture with this, but as it moves up and over the mountains, there will be just enough to squeeze out a very tiny bit of precipitation. And because it is coming in tomorrow morning when our temperatures are close to freezing, it will likely fall in the form of wintry weather. So later on tonight, you've got the clouds. Notice overnight the clouds are pretty thick. By morning, our temperatures are largely above freezing. The farther north and west you go with that precipitation, those temperatures are closer to freezing. We'll talk a little bit more about this coming up.
All right, thank you, Lainey. Crews in Danville, Virginia are pre-treating roads because of everything that Lainey just mentioned, as well as bridges, just in case we get some snow or sleet tomorrow morning.
Yeah, the Public Works Director says this is all precautionary at this point. He says he just wants to keep major roads from getting particularly nasty, especially during rush hour.
Be sure to check the WXI 12 News mobile app before you head to bed so that you can know what you might wake up to tomorrow and whether you need to give yourself a little extra time to get to work or school. And our morning team will be up bright and early, getting you ready before you head on out the door. Brian Slocum will monitor the forecast, and Bria Love will keep a close eye on any slick spots along your routes. Early morning news starts at 4:30 a.m.
Tensions continue to escalate tonight between the United States and Iran.
While crowds in Iran call for revenge against the United States, President Trump is threatening to hit cultural sites if the country retaliates for a deadly airstrike. There are massive funeral processions happening right now across Iran in tribute to the nation's top general. Hundreds of thousands of people marched through the streets expressing their love for General Soleimani and their anger toward the United States. European diplomats are calling for restraint and re-escalation.
Fort Bragg is, of course, the largest Army base in the United States, and thousands of the soldiers who are there are now at the center of our country's response in the Middle East.
Most of those soldiers deployed on really short notice. Some didn't even have time to say goodbye to family.
Brandon Bates is in Fort Bragg tonight for us with a closer look at some tough days ahead for those family and loved ones left behind.
Well, since New Year's Day, nearly 4,000 men and women were deployed from here at Fort Bragg, and that means 4,000 families have to sit and wait patiently for their loved ones to come home. Tonight, we talked to one woman whose husband was deployed, and now she's left to care for her young daughter.
We got to say goodbye at 2 a.m. on New Year's Day. So for us, New Year's wasn't all exciting and bubbly like everyone else.
As Brianna Ferry and her husband David prepared to celebrate the new year, David's phone rang.
With this one, they called and were like, "You're leaving."
Yeah.
And it was more so a shock.
It was a phone call that all military members know about, but not all of them have experienced it firsthand. David was being deployed to the Middle East.
It was kind of like a crashing of our world because he left without a moment's notice.
It was quick and direct. David had a certain amount of time to pack up and get on a plane to leave from Fort Bragg. Now, Brianna is left to care for the most important thing that they share. This is Nevaeh. It's heaven spelled backwards.
Daddy used to put her to bed. Daddy used to get up with her in the middle of the night so that he could see her. And so it's harder on me now, learning how to deal with, essentially, I'm becoming a single parent until he comes home.
Fort Bragg is offering support, but the family says you can't replace certain times in a child's life.
He'll be missing her first steps, her first birthday, all the first that we would normally get to experience as a family.
Brianna also has to care for the family's 2 service dogs.
Yeah, and she acts out a little bit because, Daddy is the one who, controls her.
She says the dogs know something is off since they spend a majority of the time with her husband. Just one more thing the family will have to get used to for the time being, something Brianna seems well equipped to handle.
That's their job at the end of the day, is to fight for our freedom and protect us. So at the end of the day, I can go to the park with my daughter.
Brianna did say when her husband got to his destination after he left here at Fort Bragg, they were able to communicate, and he told her that he was safe. As far as when she might see him again, that's still unknown. Reporting in Fort Bragg, Brandon Bates, WXII 12 News.
Brandon, thank you. Not clear as of now how long these troops will be gone. The operations director at Fort Bragg says he tells families typically to prepare for a 9-month deployment with the hope that it won't be that long. 9 months from now would be early October. Deployments from Fort Bragg are set to continue throughout this week. And tonight on NBC Nightly News, Tom Costello explains what's being done to protect the United States from retaliation from Iran. We'll look at border security and online security as our nation prepares for potential cyber attacks. Nightly News begins at 6:30, the bottom of the hour, right here on WXII.
A Greensboro man is accused of trying to kidnap a young girl as she walked out of a restaurant bathroom. Officers tell us that a customer stepped in and saved her. Timothy Fry is charged with kidnapping and indecent liberties. Investigators tell us that a customer stopped Fry at the Biscuitville located on West Market Street, then drove off in a truck. The same customer ended up taking a photo of Fry and his vehicle, which ended up helping police to arrest him. Biscuitville's president says a team is working with detectives on this case. She says that she is, quote, extremely grateful to the Good Samaritan at Biscuitville who stepped up to address the situation, end quote. A second person is now charged in the death of a man found shot in a car near the Greensboro Coliseum complex. Officers arrested Guy Clark in Maryland this weekend. He is now in the Guilford County Jail. Braxton Bridges is also charged with murder in this case. Police arrested him in November. Officers say Bridges and Clark shot Mac Porter in November. Porter was from Maryland and had recently moved to Greensboro.
It's been nearly a week now since officers found 3 people dead inside a home in Greensboro. 2 of those 3 victims were children. And new tonight, we are hearing a 911 call that led police to that home on Sweet Birch Drive in the first place. This call is from an employee at a jail in Ohio. That employee says one of their inmates is the brother of the suspect.
We have an inmate in here that he just called his sister, and she told him over the phone, we listened to the recording, that she's killed everybody in her family at the house.
In another call, the suspect's sister calls 911 from Pennsylvania. She says her sister told her she killed everyone in the house. That's when police sent officers to that home for a welfare check. Brittany McKinney is charged with murder in this case. Police arrested her in a hit and run last week, then later connected her to these crimes. Family members tell us one of the victims was McKinney's daughter, 10-year-old Mackenzie McKinney. They say 2-year-old Serenity Rose was the suspect's niece. A 61-year-old man named Jerry Griffin was also killed. Family members, meanwhile, are trying to raise money to pay for funeral services for both young girls. An aunt tells us the entire family, as you might imagine, is deeply grieving.
3 men accused of stealing Christmas gifts, an engagement ring, and guns are charged tonight. Alamance County deputies say Takeem Williams, Caleb McGee, and Tashawn Leach broke into a Burlington home in December. That's on December 9th. Deputies were able to find most of the stolen goods at a pawn shop, but an Xbox One is still missing. The victims say some of the stolen items were actually Christmas gifts for their children.
The Stephen Tanger Center for the Performing Arts is scheduled to open up in about 2 months, and it'll be completed without any taxpayer funding. 2 corporate donors are giving more than $1 million to this project. The Contour brand sponsorship will go toward a lounge, and Brady Train Services is sponsoring a hospitality suite at Tanger. The donors say the suite in the lounge will set the Tanger Center apart from other local performing arts centers.
This is going to create a lot of diversity and opportunities for building community, enhancing social fabric of our community, and enhance the lives and well-being of everyone that lives in the Triad.
The Performing Arts Center, once it's all finished, will be on North Elm Street in Greensboro. Performances will include Broadway shows, concerts, and family entertainment.
New tonight, the sale of a Winston-Salem church property at Wake Forest University is now final. Winston-Salem First is off of University Parkway, very close to Polo Road and close to campus. The church's pastor says they will now look for a new facility. As for what Wake will do with the property, a spokeswoman says that there aren't any immediate plans for development. Old Salem is looking for a new restaurant to move into the tavern. Businesses have until February 14th to make a pitch. The tavern closed last month. The previous owners say that construction projects made it pretty tough for customers to get there, and Old Salem leaders say that they are looking for a restaurant to collaborate with them. Right now, they are working on a few improvements and renovations to the building.